Welcome back, guys, to yet another brand new video. It's been a long time since I made an anime with morals video.
4 months to be exact.
But here we go. Let's go. New episode. So it's been some time. I have had a lot of anime with moral scripts written out. Except the problem is that it was lackluster, to say the least, and they were not to my standard. So they're in the archives right now with a little bit of change. I'm sure they will become better. Anywho, today our topic is about change, whether that is law, business, or personal. And it is currently heavily influenced by the 7 Deadly Sins, Prisoner of the Sky, the movie. And just letting you guys know, this video will contain spoilers from the movie, so you have been warned. And also, we got this new camera angle. Please comment down below if you guys like it or not. I got a bed here now, so that means that, well, technically just the frame and no mattress. But we got this new bed here, so that means that I won't be able to film here, and that kind of just because there's no more space. Alright, without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, starting off with a basic breakdown of the movie. So basically we've got Saladas, who is the kind of duplicate clone. It's like the alternative world version of Meliodas, and then he went and searched out the 7 Deadly Sins. Not particularly the 7 Deadly Sins, but somebody who can go up against the ruin of time with this amazing beast that could just destroy mountains with its breath. But ultimately, they did succeed in defeating it, and then the 7 Deadly Sins helped. So Saladas was kind of like a reject in a way for his city, or like village, his country, whatever you want to call it. But the main point is, he was rejected because he didn't want to follow the traditions of the village. The village was super traditional and follows all the traditions and ancient laws and everything to the T, and would denounce anything that's not in the laws. However, towards the end, we got Saladas proving them wrong, stating that, hey, if you guys don't change, if you don't adapt, you're just gonna die. You're gonna be wiped out. And that is what we're gonna be talking about today. So starting off, we're gonna talk about societal changes. Societal changes is something that has to happen. And also, laws must change. They must constantly be updated to fit with the times. And also, when something that is new and has to be implemented, they must go in effect via a law. So for example, we got the Indian Act of the 1876 that was created to control the Aboriginal or indigenous people, and it was used to kind of conform them into the European way of life. So this includes atrocious acts of undermining their traditional government, not allowing them to gather for spiritual or religious reasons, and also stripping the parents of their kids so then can be sent to these boarding schools, if you will. They're more of schools that just kind of force them to become more European. These Christian schools teach them the Christian way of life, and also restricting them from their parents and also their traditional languages and culture. So in 1951, the act was actually changed and also overhauled, so then they were able to continue with their traditional, spiritual, and also religious gatherings, as well as kind of fighting for the land that they used to own, with the government saying, hey, I own this, I had this treaty, you guys just said BS, threw it out the door, so I'm fighting for it now. They were able to do that after the 1951 overhaul. Now, what I stated was just a small piece of history for the Canadian and also the indigenous population of Canada. There's definitely more to this than that. I cannot go on for hours just talking about history, or else this video is going to turn into a history lesson instead. So if you guys want to learn more, check out the links down below. I have 2 links down there to help you guys learn more about this topic. There's definitely change. The government is owning up to its mistakes in the past, but it's not perfect. It's not ready yet. It's not complete. It's not perfect. There's more to be done for the Canadian government. Alright, what about business? Well, it's the same thing. Because if you are a business, you don't predict the trends that are incoming, well, you're gonna lose. You're definitely gonna be falling behind. And for example, we got BlackBerry. You guys know that? Well, if you guys are Gen Z or like above, you probably have never heard of BlackBerry. You don't, really. Well, BlackBerry was one of the biggest phone manufacturers of the 2000s. They were huge, like absolutely massive. And then iPhones came along, and well, BlackBerry thought it was just a fad. It was just like, well, it's like, we got our own market. There's no way that It's like a phone with 0 buttons with like touchscreens. It's gonna win, right? Yeah, that ended up well. So ultimately, they did get purchased by Fairfax Financials for $4.7 billion. Alright, so this reminds me of one of my favorite quotes from Bleach, made by Mayuri, the captain of the 13th Squad. There's no such thing as perfect in this world. If something is perfect, there will be nothing left to improve. For scientists as us, perfection only means despair. Perfection is a dead end, a condition of hopelessness. Always strive to be better than what came before you, but not perfect. So let's look at it from an individual side. That is exactly what we should do. We should always change ourselves to become better than the day before. Now, I'm not talking about physical appearances, making yourself look prettier, whatever. I'm talking about internal. What can you do for your mental health? What can you do spiritually? Look into yourself. Do you have an anger management issue? Try to correct that. Do you have a time management issues? Try to correct that. If you guys got something that you want to learn, try to learn. Educate yourselves, basically. Ultimately, these changes should be more internal and should be able to help the world become a better place to live in. Alright guys, that's it for this video. If you guys liked it, I know it's a long one. Hope you guys do enjoy it. If you guys did, give it a fat like. Subscribe if you guys want to see more content like this. Comment down below, what do you guys think? And also potential ideas. If you guys have any suggestions, I'll be more than happy to hear them. And until next time, never stop living.